What if I told you the secret to Bruce Lee's abs wasn't hours of training, but a 10-minute routine? Most people think core strength takes forever. Wrong. The key is targeting all three areas, upper, lower, and obliques, without wasting time on useless exercises. Here's the exact 3-move sequence I use to build a steel core. No gym, no gear, just your living room floor. You've been doing those apartment-friendly workouts for months. Where are your abs? The truth is, most routines miss the mark because they focus on the wrong muscles. Take traditional sit-ups. They're 80% hip flexor work. Studies show they barely engage your abs. That's why you can do 100 of them and still not see results. Here's the problem. Your workout isn't hitting all 3 core zones equally. Your upper abs, lower abs, and obliques need equal attention. Most bodyweight routines focus too much on one area and ignore the others. Only about 12% of these workouts effectively target the lower abs. That's why you might feel like you're working hard but not getting anywhere. Let's break it down with muscle activation maps. A standard sit-up lights up your hip flexors way more than your abs. Compare that to something like a crucifix crunch. It engages both upper and lower abs at the same time. The difference is clear. One move wastes your effort, while the other makes every second count. The real issue isn't how long you're working out. It's what you're doing in that time. You could spend 30 minutes on random exercises and still not hit your core properly. Or you could focus on the right moves and get better results in under 10 minutes. It's not about grinding harder. It's about working smarter. Think about how most routines are structured. They throw in a few planks, some leg raises, and call it a day. But if those exercises aren't targeting all 3 core zones, you're leaving gains on the table. Your obliques aren't just for looks. They stabilize your entire body. Your lower abs aren't an afterthought. They're the foundation. And your upper abs? They need direct work, not just whatever spills over from hip flexor exercises. What if you could fix this without adding more time? That's the payoff here. 3 moves, done right, cover everything your core needs. No wasted effort, no guesswork. Just targeted work that actually gets results. Here's how to do it right. Stop treating your core workout like a checklist. Start treating it like a precision tool. Every rep should have a purpose. Every second should count. That's the difference between spinning your wheels and making real progress. The good news? You don't need more time. You don't need fancy equipment. You just need to stop doing what doesn't work and start doing what does. The next step is learning those 3 moves, the ones that actually target your whole core. That's where the real work begins. The crucifix crunch looks dramatic, but that's just physics at work. When you stretch out your arms and legs in that starfish position, you're creating a longer lever. That means more resistance pulling against your abs when you crunch. Most people mess this up by yanking their necks forward. Don't do that. Keep your head off the ground, move smoothly, and focus on squeezing your abs at the top like you're trying to fold yourself in half. The key is touching your heels each rep. That movement forces your upper and lower abs to work together. 10 to 15 reps of this done right will hit your core harder than 30 half-hearted sit-ups. Next is the core hold series. This isn't just about holding a position, it's about maintaining constant tension. Start with legs lowered, hands under your hips, and hold without letting your heels touch the ground. It sounds simple until you try it. Then level up to the hollow hold. Arms overhead, legs extended, hovering just above the floor. This one engages your deep core muscles most people never activate. Think of it like wearing an invisible weight belt, except instead of supporting you, it's forcing your abs to do all the work. Finish with leg flutters, tiny, fast kicks that turn your lower abs into fire. These holds teach your core to stay engaged, which translates to better stability in everything else you do. Last are side plank raises. Your obliques aren't just for aesthetics, they're what keep your torso stable when you move. Start in a side plank with your elbow under your shoulder and feet stacked. The most common mistake here is wobbling or letting your hip sag. Drop your hip toward the floor, then lift it back up with control. No bouncing, no jerking movements. Just slow, deliberate reps. You'll feel this one fast. That slow burn creeping up your side is your obliques waking up. Aim for 30 to 45 seconds per side. If you're shaking, that's normal. It means your muscles are actually working instead of cheating. Here's why these 3 moves work better together. The crucifix crunch covers upper and lower abs. The core hold series builds endurance and deep stability. And the side plank raises target obliques for all-around strength. Most routines only hit 1 or 2 of these areas. This combo covers everything in 10 minutes. No fluff, no wasted time. Just direct work where it matters. Compare this to most ab workouts that throw random exercises together without purpose. You could do 30 minutes of crunches, leg raises, and planks and still miss key areas. This routine eliminates the gaps. Each exercise complements the others, so nothing gets overlooked. That's how you build a complete core, not by adding more time, but by choosing the right moves. The best part, you need zero equipment, just enough floor space to stretch out. No gym, no excuses. Do these 3 moves with control, focus on tension over speed, and you'll feel the difference in days. Your core isn't just muscles. It's your body's foundation. Train it like one. Here's something you might not realize. Every time you do a pull-up, you're secretly working your core. Most people think pull-ups are just for your back, but studies show they activate your core muscles 68% more than traditional ab exercises. That's because your body has to fight to stay stable under the bar. Without core engagement, you'd just be swinging like a pendulum. When you brace your core properly during a pull-up, you're not just moving your chin over the bar. You're forcing your abs and obliques to work overtime. Try this. Do one pull-up with a loose core and feel how your body wobbles. Now do one while squeezing your abs like you're bracing for a punch. The difference is obvious. One version builds real strength, the other just wastes energy. This principle applies to everything, not just pull-ups. Your core is designed to act like a natural weight belt, stabilizing your entire body. If you engage it during push-ups, you're not just working your chest. Your abs are getting stronger too. Same with squats. A tight core keeps your spine safe and improves balance, allowing you to lift more efficiently. Without it, even basic movements become shaky and weak. Now think about how you walk. Most people stroll around with their core disengaged, slouching slightly. But if you walk with your abs slightly braced, you're turning an everyday activity into a low-key core workout. It sounds small, but those micro workouts add up. Studies comparing muscle activation in engaged versus relaxed walking show a clear difference in core recruitment. The trick is tension, not just sucking in your stomach, but creating full body stability. When done right, it feels like you're tightening a belt around your waist. That's how you know your core is actually working. Once you master this, even picking up groceries becomes an opportunity for strength. Bend at the knees, brace your core, and suddenly you're not just lifting a bag, you're training your abs. This changes how you should approach every exercise. Bench presses, rows, even running. They all rely on core strength. A weak core limits your performance in everything. But if you start treating every movement like it's a core exercise, you'll see results faster. Your stability improves, your form tightens up, and suddenly exercises you struggled with before feel more controlled. The takeaway? You don't always need extra ab workouts to build a strong core. You just need to use the core you have in everything you do. Stay engaged, stay stable, and watch how much stronger you get. It's the difference between going through the motions and actually making progress. And the best part? This method takes zero extra time, just better awareness. Now that you know this, try it out. Next time you do any exercise, even something as simple as standing up from a chair, focus on keeping your core tight. Feel how much more controlled the movement becomes. That's your foundation getting stronger. That's real strength. Bruce Lee's abs weren't built on marathon workouts. They were built on precision. These 3 moves done right for 10 minutes will outwork hours of half-effort exercises. That's the key. Better focus, not more time. Start tomorrow. Do this routine every morning for 7 days. No skipping, no shortcuts. Tag someone who's been struggling with useless ab routines. They need this too. And remember, your core isn't just about appearance. It's what keeps you stable when you lift, move, or even just stand up straight. Train it like your body depends on it, because it does. Strong core, strong everything. Now go crack that walnut.